Hey everybody out there in Corvair land, welcome to another episode of Bink's Corvair Addiction. Well, on this episode we are going to take a ride down the road about 6-7 miles from here and go check out a 66 Corvair. Mark's the owner of it. He reached out to me a couple days ago and said, I got a 66 Corvair Monza, would you be interested in it? I messaged him back, well, what's the story on it? Does it run? Does it drive? A title? Condition? Can you send me a few pictures? Send me a couple of pictures and like the interior, the motor, a couple pictures from the side, and said it runs and drives and it's a pretty good shape. Still needs a few little things done to it, but it's a runner driver Corvair. So, I thought those pictures looked pretty good. And I said, well, how much you looking to get for it? He said, I'd like to get, maybe around $3,500, which really drew my attention. Running, driving Corvair, $3,500. Doesn't look too bad to me. Well, today my truck is in the shop, so I figured Jill, she can take me over there, and I'd look it over. If I do decide to buy it, I'll drive it home. So yeah, that's what this little episode is going to be about. Now I know out there you guys want videos of me working on Corvairs, and I do want to be doing some videos of Corvairs, working and wrenching on them. A couple people had messaged me, when are we going to start working on cars? And, doing videos on that. Well, I've been kind of busy working like 40 hours a week, and it's hot out. I mean, it's 108, 110. So if I'm not in the shop early in the morning wrenching on stuff, it's kind of hard, I can't come home from a long day's work when it's just too hot. So kind of rearrange my work schedule, and I'm going to be working here. I'll be working at my place for the ghost town for 4 days a week. That's what I'm kind of planning on doing. I'm planning on being here on Fridays and Saturdays, wrenching and doing some recording. It's bothering me too. So anyways, Jill's gonna drive me over there, and let's go take a look at this 66 Corvair. Let's check it out. Okay, so I'm here with Mark. I had posted that video, I was posting out there for looking for Corvairs, and he's just really just like, you're just like 3 miles from me, probably. So anyways, Mark reached out to me about his 66.
Yes.
Corvair. It's thinking about selling, so we're just gonna, I'll do a little walk around over it and catch the history on it. All right, so how long have you had it?
I've had it for 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, and originally I had it I bought it from a friend of mine up in Overgard, Arizona, up in the White Mountains.
Okay.
And because of our medical conditions and us having to go to the doctors down here a lot, I brought it down here to hopefully finish fixing it up. I did not been able to, though, because of just all of the work I have to do.
Black. Original paint?
Yeah, no.
Color?
It was repainted, but it's always been a black car.
Okay.
It has a little bit of Bondo in this back quarter panel.
Yeah, and
everything else on it is real straight.
Yeah, it looks,
this
straight.
taillight's a little
yeah, that's Arizona. It dries out all the plastic.
Yeah. We can look at the engine. This is okay. If you want to look, look at the car.
Yeah, it looks like it hasn't been sitting outside too long.
It hasn't. It's always been in a garage.
I was gonna say, because they don't look this, shiny and nice when they sit outside
it was in storage
for a couple of years, and then they're pretty sun baked. All right, does it run and drive or no?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it does. Okay, but you're still project and fixing the little
things. I know
things.
that there's a lot of spots that I was going to try and touch up on the paint. There's a little ding in the
Oh yeah.
rear trunk. The you know, the back, what do you call, package tray thing kind of
Dried
needs
up.
to be replaced. But the rest of the interior, I believe that's all the original interior.
Yeah, from the pictures, the interior looked pretty nice. You know? Yeah, you can tell this wasn't left outside in Arizona for years.
Yeah,
You know?
and I think the owner that my friend bought it from was in Snowflake.
Okay, so this dash ain't too bad, just one crack on it. He wants to go for a ride.
Yes,
You should
he
come out here,
always
you're gonna
does.
cook in there, it's warm. Okay. And the motor. The engine, I was just schooled.
Yeah,
I was
it's
just
a
schooled and
110
told
horse.
that they're not, it's not called a motor, it's an engine.
Yeah, it's what's really bizarre is somebody decided to powder coat most of the sheet metal parts this horrible fuchsia pink color. I stripped and repainted the all the air cleaner stuff black and put a decal on it. I have not had a chance to pull the fan shroud off yet.
Yeah, also they had this, and it's just this
All
here
that
color?
all that stuff was pink.
Okay, well, maybe a girl owned it before, or drove it. I don't know. Yeah, it's got this in there still, that's nice. Okay.
It has a new weather strip here.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's the front needs. I've got a weather strip. I got a whole box of parts from Clark Corvair, including new weather strip for the front.
In here, it's yeah. Yeah. Not a bad looking car. I'll go crawl under it and take a look, and you got a key, we can go look inside. Okay. Yeah,
I put the spare in the
that's
front.
Arizona, how you see everything.
Yeah, it needs.
Oh, new spare even.
Yeah, I put the spare in the front. It needs all the weight in the front you can get.
Oh, you can do
New
brake-
master
new
cylinder.
master. Okay. Wow. Yeah. We should fire up.
Yeah. And this is kind of strange. I found, might be interested in this. There was a little plastic bag taped to one of the taillight studs under the hood. When I was working on the engine, I go, what is this plastic bag? And so I took it and opened it. There was original GM keys and this leather fob.
That's cool.
Here, Black.
They hid their spares in there.
Ow. Boy, this is hot.
It's warm, yeah. Healthy sounding pipe under there.
What's that?
It's got a healthy sounding pipe under there.
Yeah.
All right. All right, gave her a little look underneath there. It's got the usual oil leaks, you know, and everything. And only one valve cover's leaking, but not much, just a little drip. So, oh, okay. You said you got the original.
It's a new Clark reproduction.
Okay. A fuel parts in a box here.
Yeah.
Oh.
There, see, that's there in the back seat.
Yeah. Okay.
There's also that in the binder is an assembly manual.
Yeah.
You know, that they originally made for how to assemble the cars at the factory. And this is a, what do you call it? Willow Run car.
Okay.
I don't know, do you follow that at all?
I'm still learning, actually. Oh. I'm big into Corvairs, but learning still a lot.
Yeah, Willow Run was a factory in Michigan. Originally, it was built by Ford to build B-24s in World War II. And then Ford quit doing it. Actually, the story is that Edsel Ford worried himself to death building the B-24s because they were cranking them out at the rate of 1 an hour.
Holy cow.
And so they say that he worried himself to death and that's why he died early. But yeah, then General Motors took over that factory and they made a bunch of cars, including Corvairs. And so this is a Willow Run. That's a historic factory that I always thought was pretty neat.
Yeah, okay. Very cool.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. Scott.
Did you bring your wife?
Yeah, she's sitting in air conditioning because it's hot.
Okay.
It's hot out.
I can invite her in the house.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, like I said, the usual little leaks other than the fill on the other side. It's a decent car. I think it's a decent car. Other than who knows how far the fill goes. I know it goes back to here. I didn't bring a magnet with I usually do.
You can see the back side. It's
In the inside?
if you have a light, it's
Yeah. Okay. All right.
it's typical. This was probably in the 70s or something. Somebody hit it, and that's the way they fixed them back then. Is they just
them up.
hammered it and
Hammer
pulled
it
it, and then put Bondo over top. But I guess if somebody wanted it to be really
Yeah.
pristine, they would get another quarter panel. But I don't know. That's a lot of work for someone.
a lot
that's
of work.
not really all that bad.
Nah, it's not bad.
Some of these modern body guys could probably fix it a lot better. You know, they have all these metalworking tools. And
Yeah, you get the right paint guy to blend it in. All right. Nice car, nice car. All right, we'll look over a little bit and see what we do here.
yeah, trying to think, there was really the only thing wrong with it is the quarter panel has some Bondo on it and the gas gauge doesn't work.
Yeah.
The gas gauge just goes to full. But in the box of parts is a gasket for the gas gauge sender.
Pull it out to take a look
So
at it.
yeah, see which it is. Is it the gauge or is it the sender? And
Okay. Yeah, okay. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Okay. We'll check it out and see if I come home with this one. So hey guys, I did buy that 66 Corvair, the black one from Mark. I think that was his name. Yeah. And Joan and I have been running around all day. She says it's day of Scott. I said, no, I won't end it. So I wanted to drive it home. So in the videos you see it was running a little high idle. So Mark, he had said because he's had it down up in Overgard or Sholo or somewhere, up in a way higher elevation, 3,000 something he said we need to turn idle down a little bit on it. And he said, oh, I'll just grab a screwdriver and do it. So, and he ended up turning the fuel mixture screws and kind of screwing it up a little bit. And then, well, I called Gary, and Gary said, yeah, same thing. He goes, well, running, a higher altitude, he said, take your idle screws and turn them out a little bit. So he turned them out a little bit, then it wouldn't run, and then he told me, I didn't know, he actually turned the mixture screws, and then he remember where they were really, and so I turned idle screws in a little bit, and it doesn't want to seem like it wants to run too well, and he goes, maybe it's out of gas, because he said the fuel gauge didn't work, and he ordered, he has a box of parts there from Clark's, and he ordered a new gasket so he could pull the sending unit out and check it, you know. So, and so he threw in like maybe a half a gallon. I said, you know what? I'll just go, because I didn't have my truck. I says, I called Gary. I says, can I go pick you up and come bring you over here and adjust these things, and I'll go grab, you know, either you grab one or I'll grab one. I'm gonna grab my gas tank and get 5 gallons of gas. I'll grab my vacuum adjuster to adjust the carbs, to synchronize them, and I'll come pick you up, and you know, we'll adjust these things, or you'll adjust them, because I still haven't learned it properly yet. And so we were going to pick up Gary, and I know, going to pick up Gary, and my truck was in the shop. They called, they said it's done. So we were right by the place, you know, like 3 miles away. So we swung in there and picked up my truck, came back home. Jill's at home. I says, I'll take the trailer and hook it up and go get it. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going over there to get it with my trailer. Lots of stuff here going on. And anyways, I'm going over there. I got it for $3,000. He had messaged me, you know, and said he like to get ask around $3,500 when I was there, you know. I said we take $3,000. I'll drive her out here and take her with me, you know. And he said, that's fine. So he's happy. I'm more than happy. It's got a pretty decent interior. Other than that big Bondo area, and there's like a little spot in front, behind the front driver's tire, just a little spot. The other side doesn't even have one, a little rust bubble. Battery box, everything looks good. It's leaking oil from one valve cover, just a very little bit. The other one seems dry, but the oil pan and all the usual stuff and is leaking. I checked the oil, nice and clean and full. I checked this transmission fluid, and it was not on the stick. You know, so you know, with the engine running, and I said, man, there's nothing on here, you know, and really, so he threw some in there still, you know, and threw another quarter of a quart in there, and you know, she's reading now. But and one carburetor's leaking gas, the better looking one. The other one's a little crummy, so I'm just gonna trailer it and be on the safe side. So going over there to pick it up now. So hey guys, it's Friday now. I had gotten her home yesterday, and just brought the truck back here and just left it. I was supposed to be doing stuff with Jill yesterday, and you know, she kept saying all day, I've been hearing from her, it's the day of Scott. We get to do all Scott stuff. And yeah, we were at Motor Vehicle, working on getting titles from a few cars I have here, Corvairs, that I don't have titles for, and one thing after another all day. I was supposed to just go over there and get this if I decided to buy it, drive it home, and that didn't really happen. So no, I'm pretty happy with it. After, when I went to pick it up, I wish I would have did a little more recording with Mark, but he had said, oh, I know, did you notice that when I started it, I didn't hit the pedal? And I said, yeah, I didn't want to really say nothing at the time and kind of be a smart ass about it and be like, did you already have it warmed up and stuff? Because I didn't touch the motor or exhaust or nothing, because he reached in and just hit the key on it. And he said, well, there's like a Pertronics, I think it's called, electronic ignition system on it. And so that's why she fired up right away. And he said he did just have it out a couple of days ago, driving it all over the place. So, but like I said, I don't know if there's any fuel in it. So I just called Gary, and I just said, you know, I got my truck, and instead of running all the way to your place, that I'm just gonna go get my trailer, because I had to come here and get a gas can, all this other fun stuff. So anyways, I'm happy with the car. What I did though today is, besides unload it and pull the stuff out of it that he gave me, the box of Corvair parts, I pulled out my power washer, because you're seeing under there, it looks like they've been driving this thing down a muddy road, and everything under there is just, you know, kind of caked up with a lot of mud and dirt. So I had rolled the car off into the gravel, and because I wanted to power wash the underside of the motor and didn't want all the grease and grime on the concrete. So I was laying out here probably a good hour and a half. I don't know how long I spent under this thing, going around it a couple of times and just power washing it the best I could. It'd be nice if I had a lift in the back here, a post lift. I'd love to have one back here just to lift up and do stuff like that. Anyways, yeah, it's got, he said the tires are new. He said he did buy it, yeah, like 4 years ago. But he said he put new tires on it, and brakes are new. The brake lines are new. The master brake cylinder's new. Some rubber. He gave me some rubber. He gave me the antenna. Yeah, there's a little pink underneath. Underneath there, still painted too. Like I said, maybe a girl owned the car sometime. So I'm happy with it. I'm dirty, hot, nasty. Yeah, this is kind of disappointing, this crack here, but I guess it is what it is. I got the green one over there, a turquoise one. Depends how far this goes back. It looks like it goes back to there. I might have enough on that one to cut it out if I decide to cut pieces off of that one, because I wanted to cut the front off of that, but underneath the bumper for the other 65. That's a 65. I don't know if there's any differences, 65, 66, and in this area here, but that would be a good part to maybe save if, you know, down the line, if I decided to want to chop that out. I'll have to look more from inside. So the next plan, I talked to Gary. I says, I'm just going to get it, move vehicles around here again. Play musical vehicles and push them, because none of that runs in there. So get them off the lift. And I want to get this one on the lift, look underneath it. And I told Gary, I says, I'm going to take the carburetors off and check them, see if they're matching carbs. And I'll do a video on that, I guess, tearing them apart and soaking them. And Gary likes to soak them, and I'll post a picture of what he soaks it in. He buys it from O'Reilly, carb cleaner stuff, and he likes that stuff. That's the way he's been doing it for years. You know, a lot of people use the ultrasonic cleaners like Pine Sol, and I bought a nice big one, and I kind of would like to try that. Everybody uses a lot of different things for the ultrasonics, so we'll see whichever ones don't eat. I'll look at it again, whichever ones don't eat aluminum, because I might get a second set of carbs and go ahead and put a second set in that, and rebuild 4 carburetors and just kind of play around and see what works best. So anyways, that's the car. That was Mark and his wife. I think her name was Dawn, if I'm right. I think I'm right. They were a nice couple, and he was kind of sad to get rid of it, actually, when I was over there. So seemed a little sad, but like he said, it's just gonna sit there. He's got a 4-car garage, but he's into motorcycles and different things too. So he's got the space is he doesn't have a space to put it. So anyways, that's the 66 Blackie was the name of his little dog, and his little dog kept going in here the whole time and wanted to go in there. And he said, Mark said that he always liked to go for rides in it, you know, Blackie. So Blackie, let's call her Blackie. I'd like to just get her going and just start driving it, you know. Maybe peel the tint off, have them tinted black, have them tinted limo. And there's 14-inch tires on there. They're 13s. I don't want 13s on here. I want to at least put 14s on there, or maybe bigger, but at least 14s. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I definitely want to put some rims on it. I have rims here that would fit right on there. And I'll look around and figure out what looks good on there, what I have. I got some slots. I got some more torque thrusts. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm baking, I'm cooked. I was supposed to be doing stuff with Jill today because I was just supposed to. And here I'm spending pretty much the most of the day out here. Tomorrow is Saturday, the 4th of July already. So that's about it, I guess, on this video. Let me know, what do you think of this one? I like it. You know, yeah, it's got some Bondo, but, and there is, like I said, a little rust spot here. The other side's got a little rust spot behind the door. And there's a little rust here and there underneath. Not bad. I mean, we'll see once we get it on the lift. It had so much dirt on underneath this thing. So, yeah, okay. We'll see you at the next video, I guess. Let me know what you think. Any comments, questions? I guess that's about it. All I can say is thanks for watching Bink's Corvair Addiction, and you can tell me why it's an addiction. I keep dragging this stuff home. Yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys.